Hey guys, welcome back to Piddlers in the Shop. I'm out here doing a few projects today, so I thought I'd bring y'all along and let y'all kind of see what I'm up to. Pops has not made it out here yet. He's not, since retirement, he ain't out that house before like 10 a.m. So don't tell him I said that. But so I am working on a dresser that I'm actually going to end up keeping. We need a taller, bigger dresser in my bedroom. This was gifted to me from a co-worker, so Diane, if you watch, thank you very much. I have started off by removing the hardware from the front, which I want to show you because it's a little different than normal hardware, so I'm having to kind of work with it and see what's going to work out best. So let me show you what that looks like real quick. So this is what I started off with, a rough of what it started off looking like. I took off these handles and then I proceeded to pry off these, leaving this big hole. You can see that. So my first thought was to fill it with Bondo, just make it flat across the top. But there are 1, 2, 3, 10, I believe, 10 drawers in this dresser. That is a lot of Bondo. And not just one layer of Bondo, that's gonna be multiple layers of Bondo. So, let me show you the hardware I wanna use. I already have some nightstands in my bedroom that have this hardware. It'll be like this. And so I'm thinking this dresser is gonna be black. So I'm thinking putting these across here, where angle you can see, won't look too bad because it'll be black, and then you kind of have some room to put your hand in there and pull. But in the end, when I get done, if I don't like it, well, fill it with Bondo. So I've already removed all of the original hardware, and I have already cleaned everything with soap and water. Now I'm going back with just water and getting all the soap residue off. So that is kind of where we're picking up at. You are going to see me kind of cleaning up the rest of the drawers, and then I will start sanding and filling the hardware holes because the new hardware I'm going to be using is not going to fit. They're a little bit shorter than the original. So let's get started. So I got all the drawers cleaned off and all the soap residue off. For reference, this is what my water looks like after cleaning. It's pretty gross. It's important to do that before you sand, just so you're not sanding all the oil and grease or whatever might be on top of the drawers into the wood. So from here, I'll probably go ahead and start filling the hardware holes with wood filler. Using this little guy. So we'll get to that in just a second. Taking a quick break. It's not as hot as it has been, so it feels good. But look who decided to show up.
Decided to show up. I had errands to run.
It's hard to get good help around here, y'all.
We were out of adult beverages.
Adult beverages.
Adult beverages. Of course, you know, I had to go get it, so. But I only got the kind I like, so that's okay.
All right, we'll start back on the dresser here in just a minute. Okay, so we've been brainstorming how to fill in these holes from taking out this middle piece that I showed y'all. I told you before that I thought about using Bondo, but it's just that deep of a hole, it would take many different applications, and it
I think it would crack and probably even fall out, you know, eventually,
Yeah.
you know, if it didn't adhere very well.
yeah,
Close the drawer, boom, it falls down on the floor.
yeah. Our second idea, well, y'all know I told y'all my second idea was to put my hardware over it, but I got a second opinion and it wasn't a very good one, so we came up with.
Well, it's not a bad idea, but if you don't have this hole here, I think that if this hole is here, putting your handle over it's gonna look odd.
Yeah.
We even talked about painting this one color that she wants it, then painting this depression, whatever you want to call it, a separate color, and that would look nice. You know, you put a separate handle here and a separate handle there, and I don't know how well y'all are seeing that, but
I gave him a up close look at it a while ago.
right, these two holes that the original handle come out of. But that's a lot of taping off, and you got to get it, you got to tape it very well so you don't, you know, that's the thing about painting with two different colors. If the tape job isn't right,
Yeah.
it don't matter how hard you try to get the paint on there even and smooth, it's not going to look good. You know,
Right.
the edge is going to be rough and it's just not going to look right. So, here's what we're going to try. This measures out to right at 3 inches. This hole does from edge to edge. So we're going to try to drill. I'm going to take a hole saw with some thin material I have and try to drill plugs to put in here. And then if that's the case, if they work out, maybe we can glue them in and she can Bondo them or wood fill them in,
Yeah.
sand it all down, prime and paint it. You'll never know the hole was there. Then you can go back with her original drawer pulls. That's what she wants to do.
Yeah.
So we're gonna drill one of those. I'll bring it over here and try it and see how it looks. Just stand by. All right, so what we decided is we took this 3-inch hole saw y'all see here, and I drilled a plug out of this material here. I don't know what you really call it, but it's pretty thin. One side's kind of textured, the other side's kind of slick. This is my first one I did, so I kind of let my hole saw wander just a little bit, so it may not be perfect. But we're going to take it over now and put it in there and see how it fits. And if we like the way it fits, then I've only got to do 9 more. Alright, so here's a blank and plug, what we're going to call it. And I think it's going to work. We go down in here and stick it in like that. That's pretty smooth. That's rough. But Candace can, and Candace, she's the cameraman right now, that's why you don't see her. But she can sand this down, glue it in first, of course, right along the edge of here. Put that in there, and she can fill in the gaps, sand it down, sand this part down, and put a good coat of primer on it. It should all blend in and everything present. That's what we think is going to be the best way to move forward. And that's what we're going to do. Now I'm going to film one. I didn't film the first one, but I'm going to film this show. This is pretty basic. I mean, you guys can do this. I found on the first one that this is something a little too fast. I'm trying to keep it reasonable. I'm trying not to really hold in my work table too. There we go. So we're through there. As usual, I might get this one out. There we go. That's number 2. And Candace can trim it up with a utility knife or sander. And I think this come out a little bit better than the first one. But only 8 more to go.
Okay, guys, so we had some audio difficulty here, but what I'm doing is I had sanded the Bondo flush with the cabinet, but it was still a little, it needed a little more of the Bondo. So I'm going in with this two-part Bondo. This is a, like I just said, two-part Bondo. Basically, you mix the Bondo component with the hardening component, so that's the Bondo. And then you'll see this little tube that I grab and add to it. It hardens it, which this actually happens pretty quick. You have about maybe a 5-minute time span before your Bondo is going to start hardening. So you want to get it on there. It doesn't have to be smooth. That's what the sanding is for. You just want to get a good coat on there and make sure all your, whatever you're trying to fill in is fully covered. guys, so we are now in my bedroom. I've had this dresser in here for about a week or so now because I've been waiting for the drawer pulls to come in. We have temporarily, I had 2 already, but I needed more. I've temporarily been using these, and I don't know if you can tell on there. This is a hack that I found, but these are just zip ties that I put in here to use as drawer pulls until we got our hardware. So I got the hardware in. This hardware is from Art and Design Professional Hardware. I got it off Amazon. They're really sturdy pieces. The only complaint I had is you had to order in, I think they come in like 6, and I needed 8, so I had to do 2 orders. So I'm gonna have a few left over, but that's okay. I can use them on another project. But that's just to keep in mind. Sometimes when you get hardware on Amazon, you can buy, it's usually cheaper to buy in bulk, but you can surely find hardware where you can buy, you know, piece by piece, but you may be paying a little bit more. So we are gonna start. I do already have clothes in here too, so I apologize if you can see that. I'm gonna start by cutting these off. And I'm gonna pull it out from the back. So just cut that off. These PSA, these can be very dangerous. Don't let kids find them. I'm gonna make sure I throw them all away. And they come with the screws. I don't remember if I need the long ones or short ones. So, oh well. So they come with these screws. Not sure if you can see that, but you might be a bit too far away. But you can cut these down to the size you need. These drawers are pretty thick. Oh yeah, that's gonna be way too long. And my husband's good at cutting these down. So probably need to 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to cut down to like the 2, 3, 4. One, 2. So behind the 4th one, so I'll need. I'm gonna have to get my husband to cut all these. So let me get that done, and we'll be right back and start putting the hardware on. So I found the cutters. I don't know what they're called. I found what you use to cut these down with. So let's see if I can do it. I'm usually not good at it, and husband's busy. So 2, 3, 4. So it would need to be, take it where you want to cut down to. Oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Are you recording?
I am, and I'm not good at cutting this down. Oh my God. Might have to get the husband's help. How do you cut these? Maybe I didn't put it in there first. Oh, I did it. Oh, I did it. Let's see. Let's see. Girl power. Girl power. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see if we can get this on there. So the back of these, you're probably putting so much background noise in my video. The back of these have little holes. Sorry. I don't know. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. getting somewhere, guys. We're getting there. Maybe. Okay, let's see. Why is this not screwing in? All right, let's try another. We got plenty of them, so. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need it cut right there. Oh my God. We're almost there, guys. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. I think we're gonna get it this time. Need a tool belt. All right. Success. So, good news is I'm able to cut those, even though it's going to take me a little while. Bad news is we have 7 more to go. So, I'm not going to make y'all sit through that. I'm going to finish getting these screws cut, getting the hardware on, and then we will show some before pictures and some after pictures of this dresser finally completed. And it's going to be put to good use because we really love it in our bedroom and it just turned out really beautiful. So, all right, we'll see you after this.